Everybody, this is BDevine. It just takes me just a second to get this working. I wish that we could see what it was going to look like before we press play or record. All right, welcome. This is BDevine, of course, and this morning it's nice and early where I am. We are going to do a pick a pile. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile number 3, okay? And we also have a bonus deck that we're going to be working with, so stick around for this. I don't know how this is going to go. All I know is this is going to be messages for you from your spiritual team, okay? And we will get started. Okay. First deck is what is it called? Mythical Creatures deck. Yeah, Fantastical Creatures Tarot, which I love. And we are going to explore what our spiritual messages are. Now, we are in very strange times at the moment. We've been going through strange times, but it's actually getting even more so. And this is because so many people have literally shifted their vibrations so much that we're finding it a little bit hard to settle in our space a little bit because there's so much different energy around. So I really encourage you, before you listen to this recording today, that you take that time. I don't want to do it for each of the messages today, but take that time to put yourself in a place of receiving. And we ask that the inner lights amplify, that we have a triple shield of protection, and that we're connected with our light team and with our angels, of course, guides, loved ones, ancestors, everybody, our higher self and source, as we listen. Now, these are a very weird deck, and this is a deck called The Power of the Runes, something that I picked up one time on eBay, and someone has, I didn't do this, but someone has, you know, put them in, what is that stuff called? You know, that the sealant. Anyway, so for number 1, I hope you're happy and well. Let's get a runic message first. Wow, okay. You have number 23. It's hard to tell what this actually is right now. So let's get a look in the little book. Daggars. This is the rune Daggars. And it talks about day, the daylight. It talks about awakening, understanding, hope, synthesis of opposites, awareness, and a new way of seeing things. So just as I was saying, there are so many people right now who are shifting into this whole new vibe, right? And it's new for them. But the energy that it's causing is a little bit of a wonky kind of a feeling, right? We send love. By sending love, okay, it activates your power and others' inner power as well. So always send love and light out to people, even people you might not particularly care for, okay? Especially people you don't particularly care for. All right, we have this positive awakening. We want a message for number 1 from your spirit team, spirit guides, messengers. What do you need to know? And you will see that there's a link for the free courses there. Make sure that you have done those, because there's tons of activations in those for free. Okay. Number one, look at this. We're going to get this one. We're going to reverse it. Yep. We're doing reversals as well. Don't forget, you can also do my tarot course all online. And I've created it to be a subscription now, so it's much easier for you. And you can have access to it and access to our group as well, and practice readings. All right. Okay. Number one. Look at you go. Okay. Hopefully you can't hear too much other than my little music playing. All right. Big read. Okay. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. And in this instance, we have the dragons coming in, looking after the treasure. There's a connection here with financial stability, financial security. And there's a protective symbol here with all the pentacles, very protective. You need to just make sure that you're not expecting things to be difficult all of the time. And instead, remember the treasures that you have within. Remember that your dragons are working with you, that you have your angels, your guides, your loved ones, your ancestors. You have a huge team. So when we get ourselves in a habit of worry, we just have more things to worry about. And that's as simple as it is. So this is showing, okay, financial security. So just step into that energy as well. All right. When I do the cards, just so you know, it's been so many years for me in doing cards that I'm well versed in what they all mean traditionally, or depending on which book you look at, okay? But I also know that I need to go with my instincts, my intuition, my feeling all of the time. And what I can sort of tell from this, you have the Four of Wands, Five of Swords, Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups reversed. There's something that has been upsetting in your vibe. Three of Cups, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords. Okay. Something that has been it's like you're seeing something as a setback in your life, but it's actually really not. It's actually not a setback in your life at all. I also feel that somebody who's listening is not seeing a true reflection of who they are in life. And there's also a separation here kind of thing of what I'm getting of energies. So one part of you is truly focused on the goals, truly focused on the divine, right? But there's another part of you that slips into that a little bit of a cycle of worry. And it's not always a cycle of worry about yourself per se. You might be worried about people that you can't do, like you can't do something for. That feeling comes up with children, right? You get frustrated because you want to be able to do something for them, but they've also got their own life to live, their own journey. So there's a conflict within you of where to lay your dedication, or how do you navigate this. The Four of Wands and the Four of Cups come up because both of these are centered around the home. Both of these are centered around desires. The Four of Cups shows a bit of wanting to be left alone, a bit of boredom. The Four of Wands shows this beautiful shift and change and bright energy in the home as well. And my feeling is that it's not been an easy start. Like, it hasn't been an easy progression for you with regards to where you are at right now. Something has fallen away from your energy. Someone that was important to you. This can also be that you're going through grief that is being like you're feeling grief, but it's coming across as something else. I'm also getting a sensation of a lot of confusion. Like you're trying to reach for things and then nothing seems to happen. So then you spiral back in, perhaps, or maybe you've been doing this pattern and you're kind of sick of it. There is information that is here that is going to help you, right? Of adjusting your frequency on a daily basis and understanding that some things are wonky, not because it's your fault, but just because the energies have been very strange. As I said, there are many people that are suddenly waking up, and there are many people that are leaving as well. I think that sometimes people think that they are doing nothing wrong. Like, for example, for you, I feel there's a disappointment in somebody, a friend maybe, a lover, a partner. And they think that that person that you're thinking of thinks that they've really done nothing wrong, when they have not considered your feelings at all. And then trying to project upon you that you're the one with an issue. You see? There's a lot of this maddening energy at the moment of people acting very bizarre and then thinking that that's okay, and trying to make you believe or gaslight you into believing that you've done something wrong. Okay? Those kinds of things are coming up right now because you're dismantling so much old stuff in your life that there's going to be these little things that pop up to see whether you're really going to move forward or not. On our journey, we have to look at the higher perspective of everything and try to see things from a positive light, even if there's a lot of, or has been a lot of negativity. And turning things around all the time becomes your new habit. And seeing the bright side of things, like always look on the bright side of life. Okay, not easy to do if your mind is spiraling. But you have to know how strong you are. You have the energy here. This is Tatiana. This is like a fairy godmother, right? So I'll read to you a little bit about this. We have the hare and the hog here. We have the Book of Spirals. We have the knowledge coming from the owl. Okay, so Tatiana in this book, the Page of Wands, brings really good news. Okay. Now, so important news and messages come to your attention. Okay? Be careful of how you use this information. Okay, so this lady's name is Circe. Okay. Circe knew the ancient mysteries of making creative or destructive magic by braiding or knotting her hair. This power is symbolized on the card by the sparkles in her hair. Okay. And the lunar hair of creation and the owl of wisdom join her. And she has a book of secrets covered with spirals, which signifies her creative and destructive energies. And the owl brings her a wand of change. The wand of change is here. The vibration of having all of the answers and knowing what you're doing and being in control is there as well. And you're not being in control over other people, you're just being in control of your own energies. And it's time now, see, with the Queen of Swords, is to connect more powerfully with your voice, okay? Understanding other people don't always understand you or your cycles or what you're doing or where you're going. But just because you won't accept the lower vibration anymore, no matter what that is, it doesn't mean that you're wrong and that you should start feeling bad about yourself for changing and uplifting. You know, if somebody in it, you know, if somebody, it's like once bitten for me, twice shy. So if someone shows me their true colors once, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe that is who they are. And I'm going to move my energy away from it. I'm not going to sit there saying, well, they must have been having a bad day or they just forgot about it or, you know, whatever. No. If you show me who you are, that's who you are. Otherwise, I trust you until there's reason not to trust. Perhaps your energy is like that as well. And perhaps you've been getting toward the end of your tether in certain situations, people, jobs, whatever it is for you. Now, the chains here that have been holding you back have lifted. And the information is continually coming to you, right, of what to do. And in each of these situations, there's this connection with having solace, right? And there's celebrations with the right people, but it's more a standing in your power, accepting the messages, right? Changing your environment or changing who you're hanging with and not feeling bad about that, right? Doing things that are right for you. It's really important. Just turn my light down a bit. Yeah. So you may have retreated recently. Okay. You may have retreated backwards. You may be feeling sad. You may be feeling alone. You're never alone, of course. But what you're doing here is you are building momentum. Things are building momentum for you, okay? And your spiritual team are saying, look, all of these things, all of these placements are patterns. All of these things that have been occurring have been a pattern that has happened to you time and time and time again. So, for example, when someone shows the true colors or whatever, that's happened to you time and time and time again. When someone takes from you and expects you to continue to give, that's happened to you time and time and time again. When there's upset or pain and everybody calls on you, that's happened time and time again. When you need help, your true friends are the only people that are there, and sometimes that means that you're on your own with it. True friends don't hang around when there's a disaster, you know. So what are you going to do? you thought someone was a true friend and they're not there for you, then what do you do? If you feel like you can't talk to them or you don't want to bring something up, it's not really a true friend, is it? I feel for number one that you're about to go through this massive, you are going to go through such a transformation that you're going to be unrecognizable at the end. And this has already begun. You've already decided. And that means that there are wonderful blessings coming in because you're standing firm. Okay? We get rewarded by the universe when we literally let go of outcomes and we actually believe in the power of the positive to happen. We don't let anything get in our way. We don't talk negatively. We don't think negatively. And we cancel, clear, and delete if we do, right? Final message here. Lady Nada, see, the heart is awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, giving and receiving in balance. That's what you've decided for yourself, right? People can't be there for it. It's too bad. It's too bad. The divine director. Intervention and purpose. Okay? Divine intervention is occurring. See how it's backing everything I'm saying up? Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. This is one of the Lords of Karma right here, okay? An intervention is happening. Things have been crap. Things have been upsetting. There's been one thing after another. We know this in our house over the last 2 weeks, all the death that we've had. Just so you know that you're not alone in just things coming at you like a whirlwind, okay? But it's setting something for you into motion as well. Oh, Sunat Kumara. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is shining through loud and clear. You are receiving information correctly, okay? If there is any doubt, okay, let it go. Because you're about to, like I said, be rewarded for all that you've been through. An awakening is here. Okay, something that you've created. The daylight is shining through onto your projects. Okay, things are really shifting. However you do things is your business, right? We don't have to explain ourselves to anybody else because they just wouldn't understand anyway. So just live it, be it. You know, people soon ask, what are you doing? But be it and be happy in it. A lot of beautiful energy coming at you, okay? And you deserve this as well. Don't let yourself get locked into an emotional blackmail situation either. Okay? All right, number one, I hope that was helpful. All right. All right, number two. Tarot of Dreams is what you'll be working with. Every time I pull these out, they are so stiff because of all the incense and sage and everything they've had on them. So we will do the same thing. We're going to do a couple of things here for number two, of course. Don't forget about the free courses. If you have not signed up for them, do them because you get free activations, meditations, and all kinds of things to help you on your journey. I don't know why people wouldn't do it. It is amazing. Also, the dragon stuff is out there. We have subscription services now, so it's so much less expensive for you to join the academy or start your training on tarot or whatever you want to do. Okay, so always look at those links. All right. Now, we have something special today. We are looking at an old deck of the Power of Runes here. This is really old. I don't know. I got it from eBay one day, so it was already secondhand, which if you know me, you know I love secondhand stuff. Give it love. Okay, so we're going to start with the rune choice, and I'll read to you from the little booklet that comes. These are really hard to shuffle because they've been covered in plastic. Of course, I didn't do that. This one, okay. What you got here? Ooh, look at this. Okay. What have you got here? Gibo, I thought, but it's not Gibo. It says number 10, Nordhees. So this is talking about a need, a necessity. Perhaps there's resistance, there's a shortage, or a deliverance here. So the great power of resistance, recreation of order, strength through constructive pressure from outside and inside. So yeah, you feel like you're a bit overwhelmed or maybe a bit left out of some sort of situation, a bit at sea, stranded at sea. What's going to happen? You know, how are we going to get out of this kind of situation? The waves here are sort of, oh, I've got goosebumps. The waves here are showing a mass of emotion. See, now I've been talking about this. So for number 2, I've been talking about this even with number 1, and just for a while now. The energy is very wonky at the moment. We are all going through quite a lot of changes. The Schumann resonance of the earth has been going nuts. The moon is going through its cycles. We've got people who are changing and awakening. But we've also got a whole ton of losses and things that we are all trying to navigate our way through, right? And even us here with a lot of death over the last 2 weeks. Like just incredible things going on. And even as I speak, you know, my son in Australia is really going through things with his stepmother. I mean, she's passing away as we speak. So this is difficult, a difficult aspect of our life, and we're just going to have to be gentle with ourselves and reassuring of ourselves, and you know, gaining power from the things that we're going through. We may not understand them right now, but we will, and we'll be able to gain a lot of clarity from the things that are happening to us, right? The things that have happened to us. So you're going through it. Number 2. Now did I... Yep. So we're going to get some cards here. Yep, reversing some of them. For fun. Sometimes the actual meaning of the cards are nicer when they're reversed, so... All right, everybody. So the sun is starting to come out a little bit this morning. I've been up early last few days. You might have been as well. But I like getting things done early in the morning. All right. What do you need to know? What is the spirit message for you? Number 2. See the devil reversed, right? Already a good start. Okay, what is going on with you? Number 2. Yep, you're in a battle. Definitely in this battle. 7 of Swords reversed. Might have been something that was quite official. Ooh. All right, we'll have a look if we need to at any extra cards. All right, let's scan this. Definitely you're going through a lot of conflicts mentally as well. You have a lot of good news coming in though, with the Wheel and the Knight of Cups. I mean, that is pretty abundant. But I'm just seeing this breakdown here. Okay, so for some of you, this is that you might be finally removing yourself from traditional practices, religion, faith that you had in certain belief systems. It seems that there was something that was, the music stopped all of a sudden. There was something that was controlling for you with the devil, and you've broken away from this. You're now connected. Yeah, listen to that. Strange. So you broke away from something that wasn't right for you anymore. And this is the energy of the Hierophant here. So this brings in a shaft of light, a shaft of information. And this is actually within you. So I don't know if you can see this. You can probably see clearer than I think you can. All of this, see, this is your pillar of light that goes from the center of the earth to the center of the universe. And these beings, okay, are all connected with you, bringing wisdom towards you, okay? These are within you though. They're part of your spiritual light team. And yes, there may have been past situations in your life and in past lives where religion was a major aspect of it. And for me, it definitely was, even for this life, okay? But the restriction and the control and the finger pointing and the accusations that are made constantly creates a very, very unstable energy. So it's really good that you've changed your perspective somehow here, because the King of Swords and the Emperor also show that there is just much more of a leadership energy coming out of you, number 2. There's something that you're taking control of. Maybe you're a father or a parent and you're taking control of your emotions, or you're taking control of how you're being treated. You know, sometimes even family members continually expect you to react in a certain way, so they keep on pushing it until they see it, and they're not seeing it anymore because you're not playing the game anymore. And it drives them nuts to the point where they just all disband, and then they can talk about you freely because you're not there to defend yourself. That happens in a lot of families. Sadly, there's a lot of competition and jealousy. This could also be happening at work. There's a lot of gossip and spiteful, you know, people doing stuff behind your back, or you're not feeling like you're really connected in with anybody, right? So then when people don't feel like they can connect with somebody, or they're always, you know, getting picked on for whatever reason, and they start believing that it's their fault and that there's something wrong with them. And that is a big mistake, a big mistake. When people treat you badly, that's on them. You know, maybe you're triggering something within them that they feel comfortable enough to project upon you. Whatever it is, it's not your drama, and it's not your fault. The way that people behave is on them. You know, if someone doesn't talk to you for 6 months or whatever, and then just wants to come back into your life like nothing happened, what are you going to do about it? Is that good enough for you? Is that okay? You know? And of course, there are situations, you know, I've got friends for 30 years and we might not talk for 2 years, but that's because we've already established our friendship. You know, it can be, and you know, with certain people that you just pick up where you left off, but not everybody has proved themselves like that in your life. Maybe you were really there for someone in their life, and when you need it, you wouldn't even tell them, because you wouldn't want to put that on anybody, right? So there's been a lot of changes mentally, emotionally, physically for you, and a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of feeling like you're left out on a raft in the middle of the sea to fend for yourself, but you're never alone. Because of the lessons that you've learned and because of the cycles that you've closed down, you move yourself into much more vibrant energy, positive energy. You turn the wheel of life, the wheel of fortune, you know, the wheel of life, a notch. And then, you know, you free yourself from things that were being taken from you, people who were taking from you, sneaking, people who were doing the wrong thing and being sneaky about it. Or, you know, perhaps trying to make you feel like you're the one that's done something wrong. Now, if you can, if you have a conscience and you can clearly say, hey, well, I'm going back over what transpired, and, you know, I don't think I really did anything here. If your conscience is clear, basically, step back. You've got these big things coming into your life. Something is still out of balance here, okay? And you might still feel like you're defending yourself, okay? But even though things have lined up better, things have released, okay? There's still maybe a little bit to go. I'm going to put one more card on this Temperance. What else about this Temperance? The number 2. Yeah, Judgment. See, something is out of balance right now, but when the Judgment comes in, that's the renewal. So this will be worth it, if that makes sense. It will be, you know, you can see the angels are right there, like this, the things are being lifted, things are being resurrected, things are being brought back into life. Renewal, change, greatness happening. Don't be in judgment of yourself either all of the time, because that will lead you to having problems in your organs, especially your heart. And as we know, or as you might have been learning, your heart is the space in your body which governs joy. If there's too little joy, everything starts to suffer in a depressive state in your body, which means things will slow down, slow. If there's excessive joy, then things speed up, and it can actually make you quite psychotic if things are moving too fast, or if there's over excitement all of the time. It's like having massive anxieties for the body. And so this just amplifies everything around you as well. So we need to keep everything in balance. Speaking to your body in a way that's calm, okay? And that's not worrisome. It's not fretting about the future. It's just staying in this present moment, doing what you can for today, which is obviously balancing yourself through your declaration, through refusing to be negative or speak negative about others, or even allow them into your energy field, and send love instead. Just, you know, when it comes up, it's just better off to send the pink light of love and shut yourself off from it. And if people could do like 21 days where they're really, really, you know, dissolving negativity and really focusing on like not even mentioning anybody or politics or what's on the news or what's happening, and stop complaining, right? Then life changes for you as well. So I'm just going to do one more of these cards. There it is. And then you come into that balance, the King of Cups. Perfect.
Hi, I'm Brad Baxter,
What the
founder
heck?
of Whisker and Litter Boy. 25 years ago, I inherited 2 cats and an...
All right. We don't need to hear about Whisker, okay? All right. Gentle. Being gentle with yourself is key here. Yes, your emotions are very, very pushed to the limit at the moment. It still doesn't mean that you're alone, okay? Your spiritual light team, the divine, is always with you. Your higher self walks with you. Ask your dragons to set ablaze the trail ahead of you, to clear it of things that are unnecessary for your growth, and to also set you in a fiery ball of light, and just dissolving all of this old stuff from you. And as I always say, if you really need spiritual therapy, if you need healing, if you need help, you know, what are you doing? Come forward and have a session with me, or do the free Healing the Healer course, or the free things that are there available for you. Whatever it is, start getting the support that you need, okay? Because you've got a long way to go. Remain true to yourself in all ways. If someone treats you like crap, they've shown you who they are. Believe them, okay? They've shown you who they are. Why would you bring them back into your life? And this might be an ex or whatever, and they promise to change, whatever it is. They're full of it. Leave it. You either settle for less than what you deserve and then be miserable, or you settle for the best and be happy. And you're choosing also to be happy and balanced now, before anything is given to you. There's light at the end of the tunnel here, okay? Now, let's see. We have some guides. Let's see who's overseeing as well. Ooh, Saint Germain, purple flame. Karma releasing. Move beyond the drama. Oh my God, see? Create your own path. Make room for the good energy. Decide. You know, my husband and I, we won't have it. We will not have any BS in our faces anymore. We just can't. We just won't do it. And if someone has an opportunity to be a part of our life or whatever, we will treat them like their family. But if you backstab or just ignore, or, you know, just treat us badly, that's it. See you later, alligator. Wish you love and light, but you don't get to have any of my space again, you see? And that's how we've got to be. It's like you've really got to protect your vibe now. You've really got to listen and protect your vibration. And it's not about being picky or anything. It's about being smart about your frequency, where you want to be in the future, and who gets to be a part of it. We have to really be strong about that now, instead of feeling sorry for everybody. Okay, El Moira, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. El Moira helps us to shield, opens up the third eye. And you can imagine that you have this color blue cloak all around you, and it keeps you invisible from dark energies as well. Saint Germain and the violet flame. Use it. Set your house in violet flame. Imagine it. Imagine it burning away all the nonsense. Clear your homes. You know, clear your space. Do it regularly. Set this new energy for yourself. Set it. And if anybody just abuses it, they don't deserve to be a part of your life. They don't. And Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. When you're getting downloads, okay, again, make sure that you are in your place of receiving. You're grounded, you're protected, you've got everyone with you, you're in a triple shield of protection. I've taught you how to do this, okay? That's the only time you should be receiving downloads. So in that space, when you receive downloads, it's like you feel vague. You feel like, you know, tired. You might feel just a bit sort of distant. And that's when you need to come into your space or into your room or wherever you go where you've got privacy and start writing down, what am I feeling? What is this feeling? What's coming in for me? What do I need to know? And start writing, because writing is the best form of opening a connection between you and the divine. And it allows you to be able to channel as well. You have a lot of support. You're doing the right thing. I don't know if you needed to know that or not. Some people are great people, but they're just not your people, and that's fine. It's like, you know, can you imagine hanging around a celebrity or something and, oh, well, not what you thought they were, right? You know, it's just, they might be good people, but they're just not your people. So just understand that as things shift and as you grow and as you move forward and as you continue to light the way, okay, people are going to fall back, and that's okay. Just send that love and light, then you've done your part, and move forward, okay? Don't have to explain yourself either for number 2. Everything's coming into alignment for you more than you realize, okay? All right, so I hope that this is helpful for you, number 2. And we need to just be at peace, right? Okay. All right, moving on to number 3. Here we go. Oops. And number 3, you've chosen the Dragon deck. All right, let's get this going here. All right. So, welcome. I don't know what this reading is going to be. I know these are going to be messages from Spirit as what's going on, what has been going on, what's coming, what you need to know, that kind of thing. And I encourage you to do all my free courses. Sign yourself up. It doesn't cost anything. It's a complete website where you just log in and you know, just sit at home and do the courses. The Healing the Healer course, Manifestation course, and the Destiny Code Part 1 and 2, all with different activations and declarations and meditations for you, all for free. Okay. We're going to get some different messages today. I'm going to start off with a new deck. I'll show you. It's an old deck, but still, I'll show you. Yes, and we are using reversals as well. We're reversing some cards just for, you know, a little bit of spice. Why not? Excuse me. All right, number 3. It's funny, by the time I get to number 3, I feel like I don't want to keep on saying the same thing, or I'm repeating myself. But if this is the only one that you're going to watch, oops, that's yours. Then I have to repeat some things. Okay. This is a rune deck that I got on eBay. It's old. I have no idea. Oh my God, this is the first, number 1 also got this card. And this is about awakening, daylight, you know, things changing, things shifting. This is number 23. 23. Degas, which means day, awakening, understanding, hope, awareness of a new way of seeing. Okay, so I really love this coming out for you. Okay, you might have an adjustment coming in because I'm getting one. Just a moment, I'll just have a drink of water. Okay. Something that you're working on, you're creating in your life. Okay. There's been some interesting readings today because many people are going through the same thing. And we have had in this household just death over the last 2 weeks. And my son in Australia is now going through it with his stepmom. He's literally dying and he's going to take care of her. And it's just, whew, you know, really hard. She has been a very good stepmom to him. So he's basically had 2 mums. And yeah, she's young and she's passing and it's very difficult for him, but he's there. And we've had it here in this house. Unfortunately, a lot of death. So it's around, okay? We're really starting to value people, things, situations in a different way. Some we need to let go of and some we're embracing, right? Just feeling grateful. But what's coming up for you, number 3? Do you always choose number 3? Is that your number? It used to be my lucky number when I played Keno. Because my birthday's the 21st. And so 2 and 1 is 3, right? 21st. And the 8th was always mine too. So yeah, it's my birthday on the 21st. I'm just giving it away. All right. Let's see what's going on for you. We're using the Dragon Tarot. So you are connected to dragons for sure. You have been definitely going through it. The Dragon course is up. It's very inexpensive for you to do it. It's only an introduction, but you still get to connect with them. What are you up to, number 3? Okay. You're winning. All right, great. So something went wrong. Some plans did not turn out how you expected something to be. You're feeling like you're a little bit all over the place. There could have even been, I mean, with the Chariot has come out reversed here. There could have been car problems. There could have been vehicle problems, motorbike problems. Some trouble with mechanics of some kind. Making you feel like you're all out of alignment. Some of you have lost something here as well. You see, we're all in tune. We've all gone through a lot of timeline shifts as well, and we're all in tune with this loss energy at the moment, whether it's friends, partners, you know, kids going through it, just your parents, you know, people that you know. And there's just this despair, like this sadness. And some of you are going through having to be at certain places or functions or whatever where you don't want to be there as well. And you're kind of tired of having to be in this pretending energy, you know. The Ace of Swords, and you also have the Ace of Cups. So this new way of speaking and thinking and doing is leading to a time where there's going to be a surplus of emotions that are literally positive and success and moving away from the turmoil. But you've really got it around you. There may have even been something that's happened at a distance from you, like me with my son, where you're frustrated because you want to be there and he's in Australia and I'm here and I can't just drop everything and go, and we have 6 dogs and, you know, we're not, we can't just fly places like we used to, just like everybody else. And it's a difficulty when you can't just go, okay, I'm going to be right there. You know, have you got any support? Is anybody there helping to do the little stuff while you deal with the big stuff, you know? It's amazing to me that when there's a crisis, people just shy away. They don't want to know about it. I've dealt with a lot of women who have partners who have passed from cancer and things, and they say the same thing to me. People I thought that were going to be there in my life have gone. And strangers like you, me, obviously, have been there the whole way. You don't even know me. And I don't know them personally. I just want to help them because their partners have got cancer, or they might have it, or whatever. And we get through it. The support, someone to talk to. You're that someone for people. And sometimes it's very upsetting when you don't get that same thought back towards you, because people are so caught up in their own BS. Like selfishly too. This is what you've had. You've had this sadness, a celebration gone wrong. Some of you have had a breakup with a relationship that you thought was going somewhere. Or, you know, you'd made plans with somebody and then it's gone, you know. This is all, every loss and every gain is part of the end game for you. Part of whatever it is that you've set into motion with your blueprint of life. You know, if you haven't done the soul chords and Lords of Karma, that course is there as well. Understand your soul chords, why they are there. And you can disconnect some. You can disconnect different types of chords and, you know, disable that energy as well. You have a lot of insight and information, and you might be letting your mind wander a little bit. And sometimes, you know what? We're just plain sad and we're just upset. And I'm always the first one to tell you that you're just going to have to feel it, because suppressed sadness is exactly what depression is. Suppression of emotions, right? And an overwhelming need to know what's coming in the future, and you won't settle unless you do, is ADHD. It is anxiety as well. You know, having deep inner anxiety from, and you know, being an adult with ADHD is difficult as well, because your brain almost is in exhaustion, let alone your body going through exhaustion and fatigue, but your brain is just on overdrive all of the time and fighting with yourself. Most of us fight with this need to be accepted by others. But what we have to understand is that true acceptance by others never comes until we truly accept ourselves, reparent ourselves in many cases, retrain our brain to see positives instead of you're stupid, you can't, you're useless, you're an idiot, you always make bad mistakes, you always do this, you always get yourself caught up with the wrong person, you're always this and you're always that. And retraining that inner critic is difficult, but you can do it. Every single person on this planet has PTSD, one form or another, right? And it flashes at you and it triggers at you, and you have these emotional flashbacks, and then you have this nervous burning. Then you might go through this, you know, self-destruct and self-sabotage, and you might be going through all of these cycles alone. Why? Because friends who are not really friends only talk about themselves, right? And when you're going through something, you just keep your mouth shut. Well, they're going through something. The whole world knows about it, right? And that's not just even friends. It's like family members. How many family members do you know that constantly complain? How many people that you know constantly complain? I literally can't be around it anymore. I, feel horrible for saying no. I don't want to come to something because I know the person is going to complain the whole time. Like, why would I want to? And don't they see that? If someone is doing that all of the time, don't they see that, what is that gaining you? You're not getting the right kind of attention, believe me. Right? Oh my God. So when someone is complaining all the time, they're crying out for attention and help or whatever, but they're just doing it in a negative way. And maybe as a kid, they used to be naughty in public or, pull their pants down in the shopping center and have their mother chasing after them, like a maniac to get attention in any way possible. And they learned that a bad way got it quicker than being nice. So these people really need a lot of help. They're never going to ask for it though. But you are moving on. See this? You are extremely supported. You have everything that you need. You have all of your guides working with you. You have multiple abilities. You have beautiful things to be grateful for. Yeah, there's some crap in there as well, but we all have that. And we have to just take that one day at a time, fix what you can, ground yourself where you can, lift your energy every single day. There is no magic pill for, having a great life all of a sudden and you don't have to do anything to maintain it. You can, okay? So let me take that back a little bit. You can create a life for yourself where no bullshit comes up at all. And even if it did, it just bounces right off of you. That there's no negative thoughts and that there's no nothing other than beautiful abundance coming in at you all the time, every day. But in order to set yourself into that, you would literally have to release your limiting beliefs. You would have to have no self-doubt. You would have to have absolute trust and expectation that nothing but good things are happening to you. And even if there's a bad thing happening, that there's good things that come from it and that you can shift your vibe and go through it and be in it and be okay. Not many people can do that, right? But if you can, you're free. This is what I try to teach you at the academy, how to free yourself. If you free your mind, that's that song, the rest will follow, right? Everything about what you do is what is caught up in your thought processes. Everything about your body is caught up in your emotions. Everything about your life is caught up in what you say. Everything you say has power and it creates. If you tell yourself you're sick, it's not just about now. It's setting a projection for your future. Saying I'm sick creates a long energy behind it. So I'm canceling that because I'm only telling you this and I don't want to bring it on myself. But, saying those words, I'm this, I'm that, I am that. You see, that's what that I am. It's I am that very thing that you're thinking of. I am. I am that. I am that. I am. You get what that, you see how the difference is? Instead of I am that I am. I am that I am. That makes no hell of a sense. It's I am. Carry a picture in your head of what it is you want to be. I am. So it might be brilliant, successful. You might have lost a whole lot of weight, whatever it is. And hold that picture for a second. I'm that. I'm that. I am. Nothing else can get past that unless you let it. So can you change the way that you are projecting? Change the way that you're imagining things. Reparent yourself. Stop the inner critic. Have some spiritual therapy. Talk with me about it. I have healing consultations available again. And I can write you a report on what the hell you're doing to yourself and how to fix it and why it's there. It's pretty interesting getting someone else's perspective on your life with a much deeper insight than you might realize that I have, because everyone just sees me doing cards, and I guess that's that's what I've set up for myself. But there's a lot more to me than that. There's a lot more to you than what's on the surface as well. You don't know what you can do yet. You have no idea how powerful you are. But the awakening or the seed is there. It is already happening. Let go of anything that doesn't fit you, and don't apologize for it either. And if you have something to say to somebody, don't waste time. Say it, because tomorrow isn't promised, you know? And we waste a lot of time saying, yeah, I'll just call them later. Oh, they'll be right. I'll call them later. I mean, with my soul dad, it wasn't my real natural father, but he always used to call pretty much once a month or something. And I'd always think to myself, well, he's going to call me in once a month anyway. So, oh yeah, it'll be all right. He'll just call me. And because I thought, well, he's going to call anyway. But I wasted a lot of time doing that. And then, of course, when he passed away, all I wanted was that call. Or like, I should have called. I should have called more, you know, instead of waiting for him to call me, because I knew he was going to anyway. But, you know, those were things that I did when I was younger. I used to just think it'll be all right, you know. And so sometimes you've just got to say things as well and be honest about it. To me, I don't say things unless it's worth my time or energy. Obviously, saying I love you to my kids and my husband, and, you know, that's easy. Sometimes less is more as well. Like, I'm not going to go and send a message to someone giving him a piece of my mind. Why would I do that? So it's not about that kind of thing. It's just about balancing yourself, your emotions, where you're at, what you want to do, where you've been, how you're going to solve things. Are you going to still think the same way and expect a different result? Einstein said that's just nuts. You know, and it's true. And it's like, are you going to actually have belief? And if you don't have that belief or that trust in the universe or in source or in God or whatever it is for you, if you don't have trust, then you had a problem with your dad. He didn't protect you. And I'm really sorry about that. You know, he just left you, abandoned you. So now you think that's exactly what the universe is going to do. You know, it's developing a different connection with spiritual energy than you had with life energy and people in it. And understand that you're very quickly on your way to this new, very powerful beginning for yourself. You're on the right track now. So be good with that, okay? Anyway, let me know what sorts of readings you guys want. And I mean, I'm just going to do whatever, but if you have some ideas, great. Follow the free stuff that I'm giving. Get yourself ready, because semester 4 will be coming out in the new year. So you can set yourself up with an easy membership now, so that the tuition for your training is very, very inexpensive, okay? I send you all much love. I will be making some videos for you all soon. And until the next time, lots of love, and bye for now.